Hello friends, welcome to my channel. Today we'll be learning something new. In our last episode, what we have learned is how to programmatically call OpenAI uh, LLM models and get response, and then we can reuse them in our programs. Today we'll be learning about image recognition. So we'll be using Google's Vertex AI API, and we'll be passing some images, and we'll see programmatically how can we generate text out of the images. Means those text will explain what are those images, and then using this particular programming, we can create uh, AI agents where we can pass an image and AI agents will detect what it is, and then based on that it will create response. So without wasting any more time, let's start. To do this activity, first we need a Google Cloud account. So to get that, try type cloud.google.com. If you already have a Google account, you can use that to log in. I have this account logged in, so I'm just going inside my cloud platform. Initially, you will get a $300 credit when you register first time, and yeah, I have to activate it to get the credit. You have to give your credit card numbers to have this cloud platform set up, and I have my first project, so I can go inside this one. So this is my project, so you can create one project, and then what you need is you need to go to this IAM. So I am an admin. From here you need to go to IAM, and once you are here, first of all you will get this when you log in. You will get this user account. This is a user account. If you see, this account type is user account. Next you need to create one service account just to use the services from programmatically. So you create a service account. It's very easy. uh, you come here and then create a, means first time you'll get an option to create the service account, uh, and then I'll show you to go inside this service account. Okay, so here if you are inside IAM, you have this one in left hand side, service account. So click the service account. Here you can, means first time it won't be there. I have created it, so you have to use this option, create service account. So once you create service account, you will get all the options, like put the name of the service account, ID will be created, all these things, and then you have to add the permissions and roles and all, and it will be step by step. You can do that. I'm not going to do that again, but it's pretty simple. Just create a service account, all the steps will come. You just have to put some entries there and have to go next. So here, this is my service account. If you see, all these informations are there, and once you create the service account, it will ask you to download the JSON API keys. So you have to download that. I can show you. I have downloaded my key here. So this is my service account JSON. This is my user account JSON. So whatever account you create, you can download them as a JSON. So this is the service account JSON which I'll be using in my program. So again, going back to here, yeah, this is it actually. Once you create that service account and download that service account JSON, that's it. Here means we do not need to do anything else in this Google Cloud platform. What we can do, probably we can Vertex VTX. We can learn little bit about this Vertex AI from here. Why it's not opening? Yeah, it's opening now. Yeah, so this is the Vertex AI, which you can test it here as well. So let's test it. I'll upload an image. Say I am passing this particular image and asking it, what is this image? And You see, so this is the Vertex, how this Vertex AI works is it's explaining this image is a diagram illustration, the integration of Spring AI with ChatGPT for Java developers. It shows a workflow starting with Java and blah 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 blah. So this is basically explaining this overall image. This is what we are going to do programmatically. So let's move to that Java code. We'll be again using Spring AI. Uh, in same project where I last time I did OpenAI integration, right? So now I'll be doing uh, this Vertex AI integration. So again in POM, what you need is these two dependencies. So these are the dependencies along with whatever we had in last episode or last chapter. Today we'll be adding these two new dependencies on top of my existing project. So this is basically a simple Spring Boot project. So you create a simple Spring Boot project and then you add these two dependencies. One is this Google Cloud Vertex AI and then Google Cloud API platform. That's it. These two dependencies you need, and rest of the dependencies are pretty simple, right? Like Spring Boot Starter Web. Spring Boot Starter Web, you need DevTools Starter Test. These are optional. You can have it. You don't want, you don't need it. But this is the original dependency you need for a Spring Boot project, Spring Boot Starter Web, and then after that you need these two dependencies which I just explained. So after that, let's come to that application.properties. These are the three properties I will be using. Basically, I don't need this project ID at this point. Yeah, I don't need it. Uh, I use this program separately. Now I have configured it into the program. So I'll show you how I am doing it. So this is the endpoint. This is the endpoint API v1 and then generate image content. So I'll be calling this endpoint through Postman. So this is where the request is a file. I have to pass a file which is obviously an image. And then I'm calling this Gemini AI service predict image. So let's go inside this service. So this is the service. What I'm doing is project ID and location. I don't need them. So there was a different implementation. Now I have removed those implementations. So basically I don't need them anymore. Let's see how I'm doing it. So here I'm configuring the Vertex AI. So I have this Vertex AI config and I am calling this method. This is where I'm configuring the Vertex AI because I have to use the credential which Google Clouds has given me. So this is how I am creating the credential. So I have a Vertex AI. First I'm creating the credentials, Google credentials. So to create the credentials, I have passed this service account.json. So this is where I have it inside my C drive Google Cloud. So that path I have given, C Google Cloud, G Cloud service account.json. Then this is what we have to give like Google APIs.com auth cloud platform create scoped. So this is how I created the credentials. Once I create the credentials, I am developing this Vertex AI object. So this is a builder pattern I'm using, Vertex AI builder, where I have added the project ID. So I have hard coded it. You can parameterize and get it from this application.json, application.properties file. So this is the project ID I have. So this project ID, how will know this project ID? Once you come here inside this one, you will see this project ID. Basically, this project ID will be defined here. Let me show you this one inside this service account, right? It will be there inside this service account. It will be there. that project ID. I'm not opening that service account because it has lots of confidential informations, but yeah, you'll get it inside that JSON, that project ID. This will be US Central, means where this, which location I'm going to use, and then whatever creds I have created on top, I am passing these credentials, and then I am doing a build to create the Vertex AI, and then I'm returning the Vertex AI. So what happened at this here, this call has created the Vertex AI, and this Vertex AI is ready to be used. Then I'm doing the generation config. So generation config, again I'm doing a new builder pattern. I am adding a max output tokens. So I'm telling them do not use lots of tokens. So I've given a parameters number that 8k tokens, don't use more than 8k tokens. So it won't use 10k, 20k, 30k tokens. It won't exhaust my tokens, right? So I just don't, this is just for a test scenario, right? I don't need to use lots of tokens, so I've given this number so you can play with this number. This temperature, we discussed this last time in our last video. This temperature decides how predictable and creative this generation, AI generation will be. So based on this number, you can check what number is how much predictability and how much creative the number is. This is similar kind of thing where it says, let's do one thing. Let's see the explanation of this individual parameters, right? So if I go here and go to chat GPT and I say explain, it will explain individual steps. So this is builder is nothing but a builder pattern, so that's okay. This is what I said, right? That output tokens, it says the means sets the maximum number of tokens, so it can go beyond that number and don't exhaust more tokens. This temperature 1F, this usually range from 0 to 2 in most APIs. So lower values from 0.0 to zero point 0.3, more deterministic and focused, but less creative. Higher values 1 plus is more creative, good for brainstorming, and means is average is 1F. So 1F is like, it's balanced. It's very balanced. It will be deterministic as well as creative. So that's why I have used 1F. This set top P is nucleus sampling. So it says if I set 0.95F, it means this model only consider the smallest possible set of words whose combined probability is 95%. And then build is like, the building this whole stuff. So let's go back to the code again. So finally we have built the configuration, this generation config. Now we have Vertex AI, we have generation config. Next is for image generation, we have these safety settings. Safety settings is saying that we are not passing something which is about hate speech and getting the text out of it. We are not passing any dangerous content. We are not passing any sexually explicit content, or we are passing any harm or harassment content and getting trying to get a response out of that content, right? So basically, uh, these are the values we have here. You see, these are the, it says block value is 2. It means if my content has something hate speech in it, when this AI will generate that and it will see that that value is going more than this block value, it will block it. It won't generate that content. Similarly for everything, right? Everything, this is dangerous content. If that dangerous content is going above 2, it will block it. So all this medium is 2, and if you don't want any kind of hate speech or dangerous content in it, you can lower that value like below, low and above. You can change these values to maintain like what kind of things, or you can omit this. So these are the four explicitly category which we can set, like hate speech, dangerous content, sexually explicit content, and then harassments. And based on whatever values you will set, it will either generate a content by checking if those are meeting, right? Those aspects are uh, met, and then it will generate the content. So next is the model, generative model. So this model name I am getting it from this parameter. So this is where I have given the model name. So I'm using Gemini 2.0 Flash EXP. So this is which I have added in application.properties. So for now I am only using the model, and Vertex AI I have already populated this object. Then generation config I have already populated. So I'm passing this generation config, and then safety settings. So these are the safety settings I have now configured. So I pass the safety settings, and then I'm calling build, means it will create the model, generative model. Now I have generative model using model name and Vertex AI and generation config and safety settings. Now what I'm going to do is uh, image bytes, this is file.get byte. So this is the file I have passed. So this is the file I have passed, and it's getting the bytes, and it's getting that image, uh, and then it's passing that content maker. So this is the call to Vertex AI. So here I'm calling the Vertex AI, and I am passing that image which we just have created out of that file which we passed, and then we are asking this question. This is a prompt actually. What is this image? So basically whatever we have seen just a minute before in Vertex AI, this is the same thing I'm doing now. I'm passing the image, and I'm passing this prompt programmatically, saying okay, take this image, and what is this image, and finally it will generate a content programmatically through that API. And I'll do model dot generate content stream. So it will basically provide a response. So now once we got the response, we can stream it. So this is the code for streaming. Streaming means it will slowly one by one it will print it, instead of waiting for the whole response and print it at a time. But for here I am basically getting that uh, response out of that response stream, and then I am getting that from that response I'm getting the candidates list, and getting each candidate, and then parsing it, get content and parts list. So I'm getting a parts, and then from parts I'm getting parts.text, then I'm getting a text, and then this is a response builder, uh, where here it is, it's a string builder basically. So I name it as a response builder. So this is a string builder where I am appending the text. So finally whatever response we got from that call, Vertex AI call, we are generating a string builder, and then I am converting it into string and returning it back to the calling service. So then it will come to this controller, and it will get printed. So let's test it programmatically. Let me see what image I can give. Images. So I'll give this image and ask them what it is. Image 2. So let me first run this program. Okay, program, it has started. Application is now started. I have to. So this is that endpoint which we have seen. I'll show you again. So this is the endpoint API v1 and then generate image content. API v1, it's running on localhost 9292. This is my local machine, and then generate image content. I have to pass an image. So let's change this image. I'll pass new file from local machine. So I'll pass image 2 now. So I've added image 2 as in body as a file, and then I'm going to invoke this service. So now I'm invoking this service. It's taking some time, it's processing the data. Okay, now it has returned the response back. So let's see the image first. So this is the image. Fundamentals of generative AI, and there is a brain, and let's see what it has responded. The image is a graphic prompting the fundamentals of generative AI. It features a styles growing brain on the right with what appears to be code or digital data surrounding. The text fundamentals of generative AI is prominently displayed on the left side of the image. There's also a logo that says CODEwithROY on the upper right corner of the image. So it has perfectly described this image. Means if you see whatever is there, it has perfectly described this image. So if you like this video, I hope you understand today means this program how we can use Vertex AI from Gemini, Google Gemini, and do image recognition programmatically. So if you like this video, please subscribe my channel so I can get motivated to do new videos. I think that is it for today. Please try this program and then you will boost more confident, and you can use it to another means with another program once you get this response, and you can use it using another program to do something else apart from this. So keep trying these stuffs in your local machine, and that's how you will grow confidence on programming. uh, that's it for today. Thanks, have a nice day ahead.